happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
That flag, that'll push him back 5. Here's Groupie for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A play fake, and it's Darnold. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Off of play action, Darnold. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Here's Darnold. Incomplete. When you look at the Saints defense, this crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Going deep for Walker. This is intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Rattler wants to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To the air is Rattler. Rush coming, and he's taken down. How about corner Kobe Bryant coming in to make the sack? I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to it, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try to turn around their fortunes.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Faking the give, Darnold. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And he will find Davis. That's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Darnold a sneak. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Darnold. Short throw to Disney. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Darnold now to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Saints offense and the veteran Alvin Kamara getting set for this next possession. And he's been sensational in this opening quarter. You have to imagine we'll see much more of him as this game goes along. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Gets past one man. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. From the 23, here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 85 yards rushing now for Kamara. It's a first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Walker. Fighting him off. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Throw left side, complete to Cobb. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line.
That's good for a Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Darnold. Over the middle, complete. That's Horton.
And the hitch route is run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. That's exactly what he got done there.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back to Walker on 1st down. Ugo Amadi there to make the tackle. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down at 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now it's Darnold. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Brian Brzee fought in and got him down. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
A 48-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well, somewhat calm, only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Saints to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. From the gun, here's Rattler. There's a short one caught by Johnson. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. On the counter, here's Kamara. Dances by him. Touchdown, New Orleans! Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints add 6 to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Quickly able to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. And the Seahawks on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll try and do this himself. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, it's Rattler. He lets it go deep for Olave. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Groupie for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Here's Darnold. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Back to throw, Darnold. That's complete to Davis. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call. And
you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They're going to look to throw. Open man, there's Bobo. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Saints offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Oh, what a juke into space. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 156 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
1st down, Saints.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Kamara up the middle. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Throwing is Rattler. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. With 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Here's Rattler. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Blake Groupie now for the Saints field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway, but the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's third down. Darnold from the gun. That's to the sideline and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Saints offense and Chris Olave getting set to take over once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And some room to maneuver. And out across midfield down to the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
To throw now on first down. Slant pass complete to Olave. And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in there.
Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. A sad day for some, the official final day of summer. Fall begins in the USA tomorrow, so time for one more summer fling, if you will. Our swing around the NFL starts now. In Jacksonville, the Jaguars at home for a divisional matchup against Houston in the AFC South. And it's a man back after that terrible injury on Christmas Eve last year, Tank Dell. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. Make it a 70-yard touchdown grab. From there, let's go to Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Check in on the Titans as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And it's Tony Pollard. The team got into the red zone, he gets into the end zone. A 10-yard touchdown run. The Titans get the victory. It took them a few weeks, but they win and improve to 1-2. One more to show you. Let's go to Charlotte. It's the Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. And it's last year's top 10 pick, Michael Penix. He was filling up the box score. One of his 2 rushing touchdowns right here. He had 2 more through the air. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we get you back out to Brandon Gato and Charles Davis.
Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Saints going to take over on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Now Rattler. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And it's 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets it go deep for Olave. And that's caught inside the 35.
That's interference. Defense.
Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
you were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Boy, 196 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And Cooks hands it over the middle. Calling a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Seahawks.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And able to get this out to the 25. Heading back out there now, the Saints defense. Looking to put a drive together. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. We'll pause for an injury. That's the quarterback, Sam Darnold, in need of some assistance following that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Straight ahead, Walker. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. That is caught, and he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Darnold. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
To Bill Disley.
2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw is Darnold. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 11.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold. He'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Darnold down to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Horton. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Over the middle, complete. That's Horton. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
That's another Seahawks first
To the air again, Darnold. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sign of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Now Darnold keeps it. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for a touchdown. Sam Darnold, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead's down to 24.
Seahawks 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. And he'll start with a give to Kamara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for the Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready. Yellow, 43.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But it used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
On play action, Rattler. And he fends him off. And he lost 6 there on the first down play.
Travis Jones on the stop. The tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
Rattler wants to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Come on, set. Right, 95. Set.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
A gain of 11 yards. It's 4th down.
Here's Blake Groupie now for the Saints field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
And out now come the Seahawks. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
On the give, it's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Now Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. He has had a whale of a game. In the 3rd quarter, you're already over 200 yards. I don't know what more he can do at this point.
Not a whole lot, and what he has found is that zone that we always talk about, where every carry feels great, every carry potentially is a sprint to the end zone, and all he wants to do is ride it as long as this game goes on.
Yeah, now he's just thinking 300 yards maybe. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Rattler from the gun, 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Darnold.
At the Saints, 31-yard.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now it's Darnold. He finds his man, complete. It's Horton. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down. 1st and 10 at the
Back to throw, Darnold. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And Darnold going to slide to the ground here, but not before he does pick up the 1st down.
15 more yards.
A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Darnold. End zone call. Touchdown, Seattle. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. It seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop him from all angles. This time the tight end gets him.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now down to 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Chris Olave heads back to the field as his guys get set for another possession. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Second down and 10.
Ready.
Throwing is Rattler.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
The Saints on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To the air is Rattler. And this is going to be incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D-tackle. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot him right at midfield at the 50.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
10 yards. And the Seahawks.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And Davis has it over the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll look to throw again. Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. The trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And Kamara's going to have a Saints first down as a tackle made up at the 48-yard line.
Ready. Yellow.
They'll fake the give, and here's Rattler. And this is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
It feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
57 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Play action. Now Rattler finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now Rattler. Got a man, it's Coates. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Saints are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Here's Groupie for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it all culminates in the Saints touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A beautiful fake. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. To throw is Darnold. And he's taken down here by the Saints. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to More than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points. An absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Here's Darnold. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Devon Godshaw getting in there and dropping it.
Nightmare of a game continues for this quarterback, brought down with the game already decided. This sack adds insult to injury for him. Multiple turnovers, down by multiple touchdowns, now dumped early in a drive in the final quarter.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's held in by Cup. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
1st and 10.
Darnold now to throw. Now defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
3rd and 2.
Darnold to throw again. That is caught. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. A quick hitter complete. It's Horton. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the... And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. 20. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They run it again with Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Saints, first down. 1st and
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them.
Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Groupie for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And say what you want about Lumen Field here in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league when you're on the road.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed the stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in here and get that victory. So for New Orleans, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.